Stay tuned for the biggest fish, the hottest bites, this week here on In-Depth Outdoors.
Got it. Look at that. Wow, is that an incredible fish? Got him. All right. Oh, yeah.
Quality Green Bay fish here.
We're headed to the best fisheries across the upper Midwest and Canada. We'll fish longer, explore unfished bodies of water, and go further off the beaten path in search of the hottest bites in fresh water.
Oh, look at that. What a specimen.
Here he comes, man. Get him.
What a fish.
This is In-Depth Outdoors.
Today on In-Depth Outdoors, part of the story is about what we go through to get some of these shows. We've been all over the Midwest here in the last 36 hours. I wish I could say that we just showed up here in Menominee, Wisconsin, where we're going to fish today to start our trip, but that's just not the case. Actually, at this time yesterday morning, we were up on the Rainy River trying to catch sturgeon, and that bite was just not meant to be. Our plan B, our backup, was to go out to Devil's Lake to fish some of the channels for pre-spawn walleyes. Well, the Dakotas are under a pretty much an all-day soaking rain today. So plan C, we drove all night long. We're back out here on Green Bay. We're gonna be fishing with Paul Delaney. We're much further north than we've been fishing. We're up in Menominee, Wisconsin, fishing outside the Menominee River mouth. It's gonna be a big fish pattern today. Paul's told us that some offshore winds have blown the warmer water out into the middle of the lake. Everything's suspended. The fish are running big. So last week we were casting rip and wraps in really shallow water for post-spawn walleyes. A lot of those bigger fish have moved out to deeper water. They're suspending and they are on the feed. So it should be a really good show. If you want to see how these patterns progress coming out of the spawn, this should really kind of connect the dots for you. We've gone in the last 3 weeks from pre-spawn and now we're out kind of transitioning into early summer patterns. So should be a good show. Fish on, Paul. We didn't even get them all set.
We go.
I told you we wouldn't.
All right. That's that outside line.
Well, I'll hold this one for now.
Yeah. Your words were just coming out of your mouth. I bet we get a bite before we get them all out, and there we go. And that's that high line.
Yeah, that blue chrome.
The blue chrome, yeah.
40 back.
You know, and I had mentioned on these sunny days that blue chrome is a really good bait, particularly high in the water column. It gives a good flash. And that's our first bite.
You know, back in Minnesota, we're all excited to, to get a chance to fish walleyes because everything's closed still, which is really limiting our options for filming. And out here, Green Bay is just on fire.
Yeah, and it has been ever since, since these fish have come out of the rivers here. They've just really been putting the feed bag on. As you know, those post-spawn fish are ready to eat.
Well, this fish either got in that other board or you got another fish.
I think he's in the other line there.
Well, what'd you let him do that for?
Well, we had no control on him. Here he comes, James. I don't think he's a real big fish, but a great starter fish.
I'm not even going to get the net wet over that one.
There you go.
Like you said, a starter fish.
I think we'll just hand land this one and save the net for the big girls.
You know, I don't know if you've spotted it, but we got a big sheet of ice coming our way.
But you know what, it looks kind of broken up and there's water behind it.
I can get the boat through the sheets, but I'm not sure I can get all the boards through the sheets.
Kind of rolled on that bait. He's kind of got the bait.
There's his chin.
There we go. Yeah, we'll just lift that one in. There we go.
Not a bad starter fish.
No, not a giant fish, but a good starter fish. That's on that blue chrome, number 12 Husky Jerk, and that one was up high, only 40 feet back. You ran that one?
The reputation of this area precedes itself. I mean, the Menominee River is known for giants.
Oh, absolutely. And
We're gonna
gonna
get
see
some
a couple.
giants today.
We'll see them today here. All right, well, let's get this guy unhooked here. Okay, well, that's our first one of hopefully many here today, and let that one go and get us a big one. Yeah.
So how do you usually do this? You got a 50 out and you want this one at 40.
Yeah, well, you know, we're all at different. So you're starting at 40, 50, 60, a little bit higher in the water column.
Sure.
Obviously, our outside
You just want me to
boards,
run that one to the outside board and
we
then
can just send that one right back around that one, and I'm running a little bit deeper over here. And, you know, the fish are going to tell us what they want. And, you know, as the day warms and the water temperatures go up, they're going to change, and we just keep adjusting and find the depths and the colors
some
they
guys
want.
are real particular. They'd want me to pull that board in and get this shallow line
not
out behind
necessary.
it.
No, we just send that one back, get it around, and we're fishing again.
Deal.
We're fishing.
I'm with you. I don't want to reel that board in. Unless there's a fish on it, I don't want to touch it.
All right, that's you.
Well, we got us a waypoint, a starting point.
We have something.
And we did not get all 6 lines out. Well, we get 4 out before we got a fish?
We had 4, yes.
Skeeter Boat Center, with its flagship dealership located in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, has opened a second location in Ramsey, Minnesota to better serve their customers. Stop in and check out the largest selection of Skeeter boats in the upper Midwest, including an extensive inventory of MX and WX models and a wide range of Skeeter bass boats, all backed by our best price guarantee and serviced by Yamaha 5-star service technicians. Find us online at SkeeterBoatCenter.com. And remember, our goal is to help you have fun fishing.
Middleboard. I'm gonna just clear that inside one out, right out of the way.
Yep.
All right.
That's it. So that's a 50 set, right? How deep
That
the
is
water?
a 50 set. I'm mashing waypoints. We got
Mashing
out here
waypoint.
over deeper water. I mean,
Yeah.
the baits aren't anywhere near the bottom, of course, but we got out over deeper water, started marking a lot of fish on the bottom.
Yeah, you know, and James, like we said, these fish, the water's cold. These fish are cold. They're gonna be up higher when the sun gets high. The higher in the water column, the warmer it's gonna be. The active fish are gonna be up there. Sure, we're gonna see some fish like we are down in the bottom, but typically those are more of your inactive fish.
Well, I live in Minnesota, so I haven't seen the sun in a while, so I can relate to the fish. A little sun would make me feel pretty good too.
Sun does feel good.
That is that pink one, isn't it?
This is the pink glass, 50 back, yep.
So that's putting that back about what, 10 feet?
It's going down about 10 feet, yep.
Over 40 foot of water.
Yeah, we're not far from that shallow water.
We do have a bit of a challenge right now, Paul. I'm trying to decide if I should continue to go straight ahead. I think I might have to cut inside this ice
yeah,
pack.
we're gonna have to let that ice come in.
Yeah.
Because if we go too far, then we're gonna be on the outside of it.
We'll be stuck.
Well, we'll get this fish in here and worry about our next navigation move here.
Ready?
I'm ready.
It's stuck behind something.
Got the
There we
pins
go.
in there you go.
Back in the jaws. How's it feel?
Feels like a
Nettable?
nice fish, absolutely. This one we're not gonna be able to handle it.
Never say never, Paul.
Yeah, I'm not gonna guess them, but it's got the characteristics of a big fish. You know how they dive down, stay down there. Okay, we're about 8 feet away here.
Can you get back
Should
there,
show
Paul?
herself here.
Boy, she
There we
launched
go.
that.
There we go. Not quite as big as I thought, but still a nice fish.
Oh, it's not a bad starter guess. How about that?
There we go. All right. He's got that middle hook, so that's a good sign that that's it.
Paul, you've been
right.
quicker to the rod than I have today.
Yeah, nice.
That is
I'm
a
gonna
very
guess
nice
25, 26. A little bit bigger than that last fish we had. That first fish we had was a little bit higher. He was on our high line that was running 40 back. That was that blue number 12 Husky jerk. And this one ate that pink that was just a little bit deeper. Those baits are running 9, 10 feet below the surface there. So nice fish. It's a good start.
Absolutely.
Get
See, that one's got some girth to it. Even though it's all spawned out, that's a good looking fish.
Yeah, it's gonna quickly put that body back on. You know, after that spawn, they're gonna start eating out here. So, okay, the only way we can get more fish is get this one back, get the baits back out there, and get that big one. Okay, thanks for eating that bait, and get you back in the water there. Nice fish.
Inside.
Yep, you got him that away.
All right. Finally beat you to one.
Yes, you did. Both these last fish were on our deeper sets there.
Yep. That's all right. Get more fight out of them.
That's right. And we don't have to clear another board out of the way.
I'm very thoughtful of them.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Think we need a net on that one?
Nope. I'm just gonna scoop her.
Okay. Ah, it's a pretty sight.
Yes, it is. Just having a little sun makes everything better. Yeah, that fish is going nowhere. There. You.
Nice.
Woof that clown glass. Husky jerk. And that was set at 60 feet behind the board. All these fish we're catching today are suspended. You know, we're out over 25 to almost 40 foot of water. And most of these fish are hanging down there at that 20 foot mark, and they'll come up and hit those baits that are going by overhead. Even though the water's cold, they'll still move for a bait a little bit. Nice fish. They're really starting to look good. You know, for fish that just spawned here in the last week, week and a half, you can tell they've been eating a little bit. All right, first one for me, won't be the last. And like you said, Paul, it's awful nice when they get that inside board.
Absolutely, it's a little bit less work, having to clear anything else.
Suffolk's 832 is constructed with 7 strands of Dyneema and a single strand of Gore Performance fiber. It's the roundest, longest casting line in the world. It offers superior abrasion resistance so you can fish it anywhere. It's the strongest, most sensitive, and durable small diameter braid ever to hit the water. Nice fish, Brett.
Thanks.
Suffolk's 832. Always use the best line.
Speed's good, temperature's good, 45.6.
It's gonna happen again.
I'm feeling it.
There he is.
Give me a holler when it's time, man.
Yeah, it feels a little bit better. He bit good though, he really took it back. Okay.
Ready?
Gotcha. All right.
Let me know about net.
I don't think it's that big 30-incher, but I think he's gonna be bigger than those last couple fish we had.
Well, the net's paid for, so I'll be happy to use it.
We'll use it. Here he comes. There he is.
Blue chrome.
Little bit bigger fish, absolutely. It's the same blue one. Bring him up.
Nice fish, Paul.
All right, there we go. There we go. Now that one really didn't T-bone it. Just grabbed it by the back of the bait. I would have guessed other because of how that board went back. Okay. I must say he's got some good hooks in him. That one wasn't getting away. Okay. A little bit bigger.
Nice fish,
Maybe
man.
25, yeah. Boy, I'll tell you, when he took that board back, I thought, there we go, that's that big fish. Very nice fish. A little bit larger than those last couple we had, but once again, that was on our high bait. You know, we got that sun up high in the sky, and that blue and silver has really been flashing, and well, we've taken 4 or 5 fish on that one now. Good fish. Okay, well, let's put him back. Okay. Thanks, buddy. Ooh, he wanted to get out of here. Let's get that bait back out.
The boats are thinning out. I think what happened is the wind kicked up there just a little bit. A lot of the boats left, and then now the wind's calming down. I mean, here's a great example of what's going on here. I'll zoom out just a little bit. So here's the Menominee River. Wind's coming in like this. You can see where all of our waypoints are. I'm going to zoom back in just a little bit. So the current's coming out, warm water hits the big lake, and the wind is blowing all that warm and dirtier water down in here. It peters out because the wind is coming in from this direction. It's not going out in like a plume, it's getting bent and running down along the shoreline. Anything we've done to go up the shoreline to the north, no fish, cold water, 37 degrees. And if we go out too far, go out in this area, again, it's clear, clean water. So everything has come out of the Menominee, been bent by the wind, and this is the hot spot. So just paying attention to water color and water temperature makes it very easy to find these fish this time of year.
Here we go, Jim's right here. Inside. There we go.
I got your mark.
Got him.
44-degree water.
Now, notice what we just did. You know, we just made that pass going into the wind and didn't have a bite out in that colder water. We made that turn. Now we're going with the wind, like we got our last 2 fish, and as soon as we turn into that warm water, here's a fish on.
The springtime stuff is really pretty simple. A little bit of color to the water. You don't want it, you know, mud, but a little bit of color and some warmth
Fish on the
goes a
outside
long
board,
way.
fish on the
See
outside
that?
board. There we go. There we go.
Double.
All right.
That feels like a good fish there. I'll get this middle one out of the way.
Yeah, and you know how it is. I mean, these fish are in pods. Obviously, they're going to relate to the warmer water. I got it. Thanks.
And I'm going to get this middle one out of the way.
Yeah, that fish looks like he's on.
Yeah. This is when it gets fun, man.
This is when it gets fun. It's always fun. This is just when it adds a little more excitement.
No doubt. Yeah, we made a long pass in that clean, cold water, and there is nothing.
No. As soon as we turn into that warm water here, though.
You let me know if you're going to need a net. That one's staying down pretty good, isn't it?
He is.
What color is that one?
This is that pink one. Oh, yeah, it's a good fish.
Oh, yeah. Big fish.
Yeah.
Big and long.
I think we should put this one in the net, bud.
I'll do that
so far this morning, this is going to be our biggest fish.
That is a toad, Paul.
Okay, ready?
And by toad, I mean big, big fish.
That's what it's about.
Oh, that's a heavy,
That's
heavy
a
fish.
classic Green Bay pig right there.
I still got one on this outside rod.
Yes, you do. That one was not really hooked that well, James. That one just had that back hook on her. Wow.
Just enough.
Just a pretty fish there.
Wow.
I don't quite think she's going to go 30, but really nice fish.
You know what I like out here, Paul, is there's a lot of guys out here in small boats. You don't need a huge boat to come out here and do this.
Not. No, obviously it's a Great Lakes. You really got to watch your weather. Today the weather's on our side. We don't have big winds forecasted, and absolutely very accessible by small boat fishermen.
Well, we're a quarter mile outside the river mouth, you know. Future member of the 30-inch club right there, buddy.
Okay, well, another great fish. Let's go ahead and get this one back, James, and keep going through them, get some more.
Remember whose side you caught that on?
Yes. Okay, thanks for playing, girl. All right.
Just a little guy.
Is he, James? Okay.
Little guy, little girl, I'm not sure which one it is. It's not very big. I got her, Paul.
Okay. We call that a future big one.
Well, absolutely. That one lunchboxed that bait, though.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Can I have that to the players, please? Just a wee runt. Boy, compared to that big thing that you just caught, man.
That was a nice fish.
Yeah. Well, that's why we come here.
And it did not hit it hard. That board just slowly started going back. He just had that tail hook in it.
Back she goes. All right, I've got some maneuvering to do. You can handle rods.
Back in the water. You got it.
I don't want to get out of everybody's way here.
Teamwork here.
At Skeeter Boats, our passion for turning great ideas into even better fishing boats has produced an unmatched lineup of models intended to fit the way you fish. Like the WX series, designed to handle big water and tough conditions, including the new MX 1825, built from the ground up to be the ultimate 18-foot fishing boat, and Skeeter Bass Boats, setting the standard for speed and fishability. Skeeter, engineered like no other.
Well, just when we thought we had it all figured out, sun's been covered up by these clouds, and we had that one pass where Paul got his 29 3/4. Lost a great big fish about that same size right at the back of the boat, handful of mid-20s. Lost that sun, and everything just shut off. I mean, just when you think you got things kind of dialed, everything changes, and that's what we're faced with right now. We've had 2 passes in a row where we've caught no fish. We've gone shallow, raised the baits up, gone with bright colors, nothing happened there. Moved out deeper, dropped the baits down deeper in the water column with more natural patterns, nothing there either. So we've got some work to do. The bite has definitely been best here on these post-spawn fish with some sun to work with. So what we're thinking is we might have to get out of this dirtier water to get back on some fish, but of course the downside of that is the water gets cold. So we're gonna have to put our heads together to see if we can get back on a good bite. Right now it's anything but. Any ideas? I think we should go back out in that clean water.
I think we should, because this is not going to be the same without the sun.
Paul, inside board.
Got him. Got him. Got him.
Is that your fire tiger?
That was slowly going back there too.
Yeah, it didn't get hit very hard, I don't think.
No, I forget what
mine
comes.
too.
Yep, another double. There we go. All right. Well, boy, it's been a while since we've had a double.
It has been.
Sure has. There we go. Nope, not a big one. But yet another walleye.
Oh yeah.
Might not even need a net for this one.
Good, I'm incapacitated here a little bit. at least preoccupied anyway.
Yeah, I can get this one in there. You can get that board?
Oh, no problem.
Okay.
It's not very big.
No.
My guess is it said twin ears.
Probably got kissing cousins. There we go. That's on the purple descent. You know?
First one for that bait today, I believe.
It is, yeah. No, we had a whole different variety of colors out there today, but now that we haven't had that sun in a while and started running that one, we missed one a little while ago on it and got that one on it. Just barely got him, though. We just kind of bumped into it here. It's just gotten tough here, you know. Things started out really nice this morning.
This is the same cold front that kicked our butts up on the Rainy yesterday. It just took a while to get here.
Yeah. Well, and you know, they're forecasting rain coming in tonight and rain tomorrow.
Rain and cold, rain and cold.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty much
There you go.
cookie cutter cousins here.
There you go.
You know what we should do? We should probably think about ending the show. As always, we'll fish till dark, but it's really hard to close the show when there's no light. So
It's just been a tough go here this afternoon. You know, all the fish that we've had here this afternoon, we've just had to grind at them and picking one up here, one up there. This is the first double we've had in how many hours?
Couple hours.
Yeah, it's been a while.
let mine go.
Yeah. Get this one back here too, James.
Well, really, today was almost like the tale of, two-sided coin.
Oh, absolutely it was.
Before early afternoon, before the sun went away, fishing was really setting up nice. We got some great fish. After that, it's been a grind.
Yeah.
That's probably the best word you could use to describe it. We caught fish. It just hasn't been easy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's something that just about anybody and everybody can relate to. If you've done any spring walleye fishing at all, you get a cold front like this roll in, and that bite can shut down, and that's exactly what happened. So
It does, yeah.
I do appreciate you taking the time to come fishing with us
Oh,
today.
it's my pleasure, always is.
Sharing another great bite with us. I mean, we got some real nice fish in the boat. Your 29 3/4, of course, was the biggest fish of the day. Definitely appreciate that. And this whole week has just been a non-stop parade of curveballs and tough choices.
It's gonna happen. It's the weather, it's fishing, it can't be perfect every time out, not at all.
I did just look on my cell phone, and of course we got Minnesota opener this coming weekend. Weather looks like it's going to be good, so at least we got that to look forward to. And with that Minnesota opener coming up, that's going to open up a lot of opportunities for us to get back into our home state and pick on our own fish for a while.
There you go.
Before we close, I do want to talk about one more thing. Kind of some exciting news for all the fishermen, outdoors people in the Midwest. Cabela's is opening a new store in Woodbury, Minnesota. It's right off I-94 on the south side of the road. And the reason I mention that is I got a chance to take a sneak peek at the store before it opened. It's a great facility. It's just what you come to expect from a Cabela's location. So everybody's been really excited about that. And I want to point out that Joel Nelson and I have been invited to do kind of a meet and greet at Cabela's. So we'll be hanging out in the fisheries department, just talking fishing with anybody that wants to show up. So if you got any questions about these recent episodes or just looking for somebody to help you out with some advice on gear for the upcoming season, stop in, visit with Joel and I for a little bit, and check out that new Cabela's location. It's going to be a real treat. So, Paul, thank you.
My pleasure.
Absolutely,
Once again.
sir.
Yep.
We'll see you very, very soon. From Paul and I, take care, everybody. We'll see you next week. Minnesota Walleye opener. Let's pull them.
Let's do it.
Go back up, make another pass.
One more pass.
For more info on the latest fish reports, gear recommendations, and hottest techniques, connect with us online at indepthoutdoors.com or follow us on Facebook at In Depth Outdoors. And if you enjoyed today's show, be sure to let our sponsors know.